I've been contemplating making this video for a long time, but it's only recent events that have inspired me to do so. Since I've joined, and in the past several months actually, we've seen user after user after user relentlessly hit by vote bots, presumably by the same small group of people. I've seen users allowed to create dummy accounts for the sole purpose of harassment. Amusingly enough, they even name their accounts Sock Puppet, 1, 2, 3 on, and so forth. My video, Creationist and Reasonable Doubt, was censored for absolutely no reason, as were my videos Proof of Evolution 3, Atavisms and the False Record, and many, many others, preventing non-registered users from seeing them. Last night, I tried to refer a friend to CDK007's video, The Problem of Evil, only to find that it was also censored. I went to bed kind of with the feeling that, this is it. If one more thing happens soon, I'm going to be making this video. This morning I awoke to find such an event. I found several emails in my inbox informing me that the user DPR Jones had been suspended for absolutely no good reason. This has happened before, and I have good reason to believe, given the logical pattern of things, that it won't be the last time it happens either. So now the basic feeling that we're left with is, again? Really? It happened again? All of these things are signs of YouTube's vast negligence and disrespect of their users. YouTube has enabled people to be able to make vote bots over and over and over again, which absolutely wrecks small channels without any repercussions or attempt to rectify the situation. They also allow users to create dummy accounts, again for the sole purpose of harassment and defamation. A simple IP ban would take care of this. But no, it doesn't matter how racist, vulgar, threatening, vile the comments are, the user comes back in an hour with one digit in their name changed. An IP ban would take care of this. Lastly, YouTube has created a system which enables religious fundamentalists and fanatics to censor videos which disagree with their worldview, for no other reason than the fact that it disagrees with them and it contains facts that they don't exactly want others to hear. My video, Creationism and Reasonable Doubt, The Problem of Evil, and Atavisms and the False Record are such videos perfectly illustrating this point. As if this wasn't enough, they also provide no recourse to correct the situation. There is no report false flagging option or anything of the sort. There is also no way to contact them, leaving users basically stuck in their videos censored. So, what exactly can be done about this? What options has YouTube left on the table? Well, we could send an email to support@youtube.com, which does absolutely nothing from my experience. We could also send a request to YouTube support, which basically does absolutely nothing as well. I've urged users time and time again to report falsely flagged videos, only to find them unflagged, or remaining to be flagged rather, weeks later. They don't respond, they ignore it. You could contact YouTube via the infinite circular method that they have devised, whereby you click on one thing, a link, which just takes you to another link, takes you to another link, takes you to another link, round and round in a circle, with no plausible means to support, or to receive support whatsoever. You could contact Google, which again does nothing. You could call YouTube and spend an hour on the phone, like I did, only to find out that YouTube has no phone customer service whatsoever. You're only directed to Google, and that YouTube has online support, which directs you to the circular system that I just described. The bottom line is that YouTube has been completely negligent in failing to provide its many users any means whatsoever of contacting them for support or to report abusive users and anything of that nature. I put far too much time into my videos only to find them flagged by religious fanatics for no good reason, and as if that wasn't bad enough, they're still unflagged weeks later. So, there's another option. That option is the Better Business Bureau. The Better Business Bureau is basically an organization online that users can go to if they want to check out a company to see whether or not it's legitimate. Most large corporations, and actually most companies period, are members of it, and this basically just promotes, again, better business. Well, there's also an option for users to file complaints, and those complaints get forwarded to people who are actually able to do something about it and have your considerations and concerns heard. They're meant basically not for abuse, but for legitimate purposes. If you have a legitimate grievance about a company, you can file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, and more often than not, they take it very seriously, and things get done. That being said, the ideal situation, of course, is to solve the complaint or the issue with the company directly. However, because YouTube is quite possibly the only multi-billion-dollar corporation that's user-centered and based upon user activity, yet does not have any customer service whatsoever, that's really off the table now, isn't it? So, I'm not saying that you should do so. However, if you are a user who feels that YouTube and their inactivity and negligence is something that bothers you and needs addressed promptly, you could file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau using the following means. So, to file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, all you have to do is type in www.bbb.org. This will bring up a page asking you for your zip code. Enter it. Now you're going to want to go towards the bottom of the three saying File a Complaint. Click Next. Tell us about your complaint. Where is it? What does it involve? In this case, it involves a product or service. Now type in your zip code once again. Now you're going to have to search for the company. In this case, all you have to do is just go to the middle and type in YouTube. There's pretty much only one to my knowledge. And select it. Next. Next, that's basically just directing you to the regional office that will handle your complaint. So you go there. This complaint doesn't concern employment practices, discrimination, civil rights, or been involved in litigation yet. Now this is basically where you enter your personal information. Please note that you do have to fill out your legitimate personal information, which of course I'm leaving out right here just for demonstration purposes. Click that you want correspondence to happen via email, enter a real email address, continue. Then you're going to want to go ahead and click the specific address that's involved with your complaint, which will likely be something very near you, as seen here. Click Next, and then go on and describe from the category basically what your complaint is. In this case, I would say that it's customer service issues, and none of the above applies mostly, or failure to provide adequate customer service. Although in this case, it's not necessarily promised, however, it is expected. This step basically go out and fill out your grievance against the company. In this case against YouTube, my main grievance would be the failure to provide competent, adequate, or existing customer service for its users, leaving its users open to all sorts of harassment, censorship, and punishment by YouTube's incompetence. Basically what I want here is you don't want money out of YouTube. I don't want any sort of grand apology. I just want YouTube employees to do their fucking job, so that we, the users, are able to do what we came here to do in the first place, which is spread information, spread knowledge, open minds, and combat insanity, frankly. Hopefully this will do the trick. And again, I'm not necessarily saying that you should go out and do this against YouTube. I'm just simply saying that, hey, if you wanted to, this is how one would do it. Oh, and lastly, I wouldn't be worried about any sort of retaliatory action on YouTube's part, simply because the Better Business Bureau and most legal authorities actually take it very seriously when a company retaliates for reporting them, blowing the whistle, or anything else. The Better Business Bureau is absolutely no exception. There's a specific option to file a complaint if you've been retaliated against by a company that you filed a complaint against. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about YouTube doing anything to retaliate against you for filing a complaint, simply because I don't believe that they are that stupid. Here it is, your moment of Zen.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We're sinking!
What are you thinking about?